3 seconds deep, baby.
I'm
like,
I'm
here.
over like 5. Anyway, what's good, everybody? Welcome to episode.
What's good, everybody? Wrapped up.
12.
What the fuck was that?
Welcome to episode 12 of the Roundtable podcast. It's your boy Nick and my two amazing co-hosts.
Mikey JTV in the other place to be. It was a popping, people.
I was gonna copy what he said, but I just couldn't. It wouldn't flow. It's not how that works. Anyway,
do it.
Do the who shit?
Do the shit that you did. What do you do? It's 10.
Come on, bro. I know you hate Beautiful Joe, but you don't hate it that much. You don't hate Beautiful Joe that much, bro. I know you know what it is. Hen Shin
a go,
yeah, baby.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
all right, cool. And then he does the hand thing. Like, come on, man.
That shit was not that good,
Beautiful Joe like that.
That shit was not that good, bro.
There's no way. You just not.
I think I played the demo of Beautiful Joe.
The video game was a great concept. I wish they would have came back and finished it and made it good, but it's kind of ass. It's dated now.
It's apparently I didn't know you could speed run it, but speed running through that game is super quick.
Joe game.
Really?
They actually, Capcom's one of their like crazy shit with like bringing back all the old IPs.
Yeah.
Like Beautiful Joe is one of the games they brought back. One of the IPs they like trademarked and shit, like licensed.
That would be perfect on the Switch.
That'd be fire on the Switch.
That would be perfect on the Switch.
I would love it.
But this is episode 12, like I said. We are back for another week, double week. Yeah. And we still have no guests.
Let's call it a month.
We still have no guests.
Call it a month.
We still have no guests because Mikey has people.
No. I feel like we can blame this one on Corona.
I think we can blame everything on
Can
Corona.
we really blame it on Corona?
It's crazy. Like, we had, like, ideas and shit. Like, that ass, like, before, like, we came back to the podcast, 4 packs. And it was kind of just like, damn, like, we came back and damn near the world is ending and shit. And it's kind of just like, all right, well, look, everybody's kind of busy doing their own thing and shit. You know what, bro? Fuck this shit. Real talk. This shit kind of ass. My life is ass. This shit is garbage.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. It's just gonna be all right.
But anywho, we have. What Mike, I'm gonna need you to go through.
I'm actually gonna have to scroll up. Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
All right. So today we will be talking.
I was gonna ask you mental health check-ins.
Oh yeah. For sure. Wait. I scrolled way too far. But mental health check-ins. I'm doing decent. School is actually whipping my ass as I'm trying to rub something out of my eye. Holy shit!
That was me earlier. I was in that bitch.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to be on my dreadlock journey. I'm doing this so fucking much.
Just get the sponge.
You're gonna pull it out.
No. Like, this is just for me studying.
No. Get the sponge.
I had the sponge, but the girls wet it, and now it smells like mildew, so I have to get another sponge. But yikes. I mean, even if they didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to keep up my shit because I'm almost to the point to where I want to pull out my fucking hair because this math class, holy shit, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But this time around, I am like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm trying to keep myself within that 70, 80, 90 range. And so far it's working, but like they have these little projects that aren't graded up until like literally the last week, which is like next week. That's really just got me stressed out because like it's math. So, and it's what they call it. It's discrete math. So it's not there's like literally millions of ways to do the one thing, but I'm pretty sure they're going to want me to do it one way, and I'm just not. Well, you know what? Let me stop being pessimistic. I can do this. Finger guns.
You say that as you said you're about to pull your hair out.
I'm actually about to pull my hair out because
it's stressful.
It's fucking stressful. Like this is the part of college where everybody is like, freaking out about. This right here, like literally, what if I can get past this fucking math class, everything else will be smooth sailing. Mm-hmm. Like I can literally, I feel like after this math class, I can go and program Mega Man Legends 3 my goddamn self.
Yo,
That's how confident I feel if I pass this fucking math class. But I got to get there first. So that's what's stressing me out. Other than that, I'm good. The job is doing very, very well. The kids are doing very well. If you guys can hear them, I'm sorry.
They are having a field day upstairs.
No, they have been having a field day for the past 4 months. They have been out of school, and it is like, am I off center? That's going to bother me. There we go. But yeah, they have been out of school for the past 4 months, and it has been a journey. It has definitely been... Okay, can you not do that? There we go. All right, now we're good. It has been a journey throughout this quarantine season. And let me tell you... Yeah. But as you guys can see, I have a brand new camera. I have been streaming lately.
It must be nice to
/ Mikey JTV. I'm sorry.
You just say it like you can't
right,
stream.
like you just didn't stream like yesterday.
I don't stream, bro.
Lie again.
You're so ugly. Anyway, but no, I've been streaming. I have not been doing heavily because of said math class, so I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. But after this month, it will definitely be something more consistent, something more normal, while I'm not trying to like pull all-nighters and study for online tests, which is like they're all open book because it's online, but still it's still a little bit frustrating because it's like, damn, is this really right? Because it's like you're putting in numbers, but even with a calculator, the type of math calculators are like literally useless. So god damn it, this is going to bother me the entire podcast. My fucking eye. Yeah,
you do look like you're
I
dying.
hate when that happens.
I'm about to.
I hate when that happens.
But yeah, I'm streaming is definitely going to be a little bit more consistent. YouTube is still up in the air. I don't know if I'm doing YouTube, but streaming is definitely a thing that I'm coming back to. PSO2 drops on the 27th for PC, so I will be playing that. It is free to play on Windows 10.
You got to pay for Xbox.
What you saying? So you saying that I need Windows 10 in order to play the game? I can't play it on Windows 8.
It's no. I think it's you got to get it from the Windows Store. Is the Windows Store on Windows 8?
Probably. I don't know,
but it's a Windows Store type thing. So I mean, it's like it's not what we wanted, but we'll take it.
Where else would they put it, to be honest? Because you'd have to go through their launcher, and I don't even think they have.
It's Sega, so like there's
Sega
I guess
games
they could
on
put it
through Steam,
but it's a Xbox exclusive thing. So we would rather have it on Steam, but it's still a Windows thing. And the last time I tried to load something from the Windows Store, it did not do well. I tried to download Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and
was it free
I got
or something?
To work. Yeah, it was on Game Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to download it, and it just. Well, this was actually when I had my my SSD that was like 100 gigabytes. So now I have a terabyte SSD. So it should work a little bit better. I think that was a me issue. So we're all good on that front. But other than that, I've been pretty cheeky.
I've been ass.
Yeah.
I've been ass.
I am
like
sorry.
Getting ass?
Yes. Actually.
Yeah.
While you do that, I'm just going to rub my fucking eyeball out.
I actually linked up with somebody I went to school with, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird. Because it was kind of just like, you went to this school? Like, yeah, you went to this school? I'm like, I don't remember you at all. And I guess, just kind of just chilling out, waiting to see what happens from it. Other than that, nothing. Nothing's been going on recently. Corona kind of just keeping shit still for a little bit. Shit's opening up over here. It's starting to get warmer, so I guess, I don't know, the environment is not as, like, gloomy. as it is. So like that's cool.
Yeah.
Twitch has been doing fine. I have not been paying attention to YouTube since that I'm Not Happy video. I've not even looked at that shit actually. I was going to read those comments, but I kind of just didn't care to be honest. I'm good on that shit. Other than that, I mean, shit, that's nothing else. Shit kind of boring, really. I've been trying to get back in the league. I'm trying to get back.
Shit is definitely boring if you're going back to league.
I'm gonna say
I'm not your friend today.
I've been contemplating getting back into fighters. I picked up Valorant. Valorant is decent as hell. Surprisingly, the shit that we talked about it's not as black and white as Counter-Strike is. To be honest, it looks and feels a lot better. I know I'm gonna get crucified saying that by the PC elitists, but you know.
I honestly, you know what? I just don't like those types of games. Like when I was growing into like Call of Duty and all that kind of shit, I never ever like search and destroy. And those types of game modes, they're fun for what they are, but I like to respawn.
I like variety, low key.
I like to get my revenge kills.
Like that's the one thing I don't like about it. It's kind of just like how like really copy and paste like Counter-Strike it is. Like when you like in a round, you get like the round or whatever, you go through, and when you die, that's it for like that whole round. You start the whole new round. At least you keep your money. You know, you can buy like your little guns and shit, but at that point, it's just like you still gotta play the map. And as soon as you die, if you die, you still have to wait that round. So I mean,
you still lose your weapons and stuff, though, right? Like, okay,
you gotta rebuy weapons. You keep your money though, so that's something. That's about it.
I never really liked that aspect of those types of games. I really don't. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. It does look like I saw Nick playing it and he was having fun with it, but it's just like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's okay for games to be not for you.
It's definitely I don't know, it's very, very jarring, I will say, because it kind of was just like there's a lot they try to teach you, and it kind of like, damn, like I remember Counter-Strike, but I don't remember like the intricate like details into it and shit. So it's kind of just like, damn, like I gotta learn this whole new thing again. I was like, bro, I was going back to Call of Duty.
Like I said, I'm done.
But that's it. Life's been weird. We're good though.
Okay, not too bad. Bro, I feel like half-ass dead on the inside, no cap.
Same.
But that's literally it. You know, it's very, very little that I feel like. I don't know. Quarantine's weird. I want to do things, and then I don't want to do anything at all. And so lately, I've been doing the videos and whatnot. And this is even before you and Afro were attacking me about it, because I'd been uploading. I wasn't uploading every day, but I was doing it every other day. That way, that little day of not doing anything, which is still bad. Just don't take too many days to not do anything, because then you get in the habit of just not doing anything.
You'll literally turn into me.
I take a lot of days. I take a lot of days.
You will literally turn into me and just never fucking come back.
Bro, I don't want to do shit sometimes.
But you know what it is though, and I showed Mikey this tweet, and it was actually one of those things where what did that tweet say, Mikey?
Oh, about the procrastination?
Mm-hmm. Like, what makes you so scared about doing this thing?
Yeah, it's an anxiety thing. Like, I really feel like for me, well, I think the tweet said, hold on, let me bring it up.
Because when you hear it, it's like, holy shit, like, that might be what it is. Because I remember reading that, and I immediately thought of Mikey, because, like, it was just kind of just like, you know, I was always thinking, like, why do people, like, procrastinate on doing something that they claim to like or whatever? And I was just thinking about it, like, I'm like, okay, maybe, like, okay, what does it say?
It says procrastination is a lot deeper than just laziness. It's conscious avoidance from a task that is giving you anxiety. So next time you find yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, what about this task is making me anxious? Yeah, it's an anxiety thing. So it's just like with me, I fear failure. Failure and me do not mix. And if you know me, you know my story. my anxiety, I guess it definitely does come from failure because of I used to have a trucking business and it did fail, and it unknowingly, it kind of like it really crept up on me as an anxious thing. It kind of put a paralysis on me to where I didn't want to do shit in unconsciously thinking that I would fail. And I was really just trying to mask it with like being a YouTuber. And even the YouTube wasn't, obviously the YouTube was not working out for me. So
I don't know, bro. How to Be a Poker Super was hidden back in the day.
Up. This is not even. Shut up.
Hey, dog,
You're so ugly.
The black slow plays. You and the Koopa could be like the me and Nexus of the Dragon Ball community, low key.
Yeah, we could have, but I was like at that point in time, I was so far into my own bullshit that I literally couldn't see the world around me. So that's what procrastination did to me. My procrastination definitely comes from the fear of failure, and I have to get over that. I literally just have to just jump back out there and put shit out there, see what sticks to the wall, and just go at it. And that's what I'm doing. That's actually what I'm doing. But it's going to come a lot slower.
What did I say, yo?
Than
bro, I knew he was gonna say some shit. I was waiting on it. I was like, man, he's gonna say some shit. He's gonna say some shit. Like, fuck.
What did I say, bro? What did I say, bro?
Listen.
What did I say, bro?
It's gonna come a lot
slower. We can
slower
talk about it. I'm here for it.
than before.
So yesterday, Yoku, first and foremost, I guess him and his dad had the disappointing conversation.
Yeah. Me and my dad had and it wasn't really a I don't know what to call it, but we had the I am disappointed in you discussion. And it didn't hurt me like, oh, my father's disappointed in me. Whatever will I do in life? It pissed me off because the things that he was attacking me about basically it's not that they're out of my control. It's that he doesn't see eye to eye with me on certain stuff. So as for the easiest example, right? I can't go out and get like a $500, $600 apartment, all bills paid, anywhere in the world today, anywhere in the US. I can't do that and still be safe, right? So in his head, he still sees it as such. It's like, man, if you go out here and you work a job for 40 hours, get out, go be a man, go do your life, blah, 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 blah. You just not trying hard enough. And it's like, all right, cool. Insert explanation here. Oh, well, I don't care if you work at McDonald's or Starbucks or wherever. Get a second job if you need to. No, I'm not gonna kill myself to live, because then I'm not really living. I'm just working to have a roof over my head, which that's not what I want to do with life. I've said that since I was 16. You know what I mean? So in his head, that's how he grew up, was to work hard, do what you got to do, make your money, insert be a man. But back then, it was super. I'm not gonna say it was super easy, but even when I was growing up, apartments were literally $600, $700. One bed, two bed, one bed in a studio, all bills paid, $500. Like that existed back then. But today, that's not it. I can't look out for a one bedroom and I'm not paying $900 for just the place, let alone any other utilities. I also got a dog, so that's a $300, $400 pet deposit that I'm not getting back, and then extra $75 a month. Like it's just a lot of shit.
What's very interesting about this conversation is that I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and they had on a guest. I don't remember his name, but he wrote a book about it's basically, I think the title was the difference between being a man and a male. And basically the book just breaks down those two differences. And the main focal point is being a man is working for the satisfaction of someone else. Being a male is working for the satisfaction of yourself. So I find it very interesting that when somebody says be a man,
Nick, the fuck does that mean?
it's very interesting, and it's an intricate type of it's a thought piece. So it's just like
Nick doesn't get it. Okay, Nick, let us explain this to you.
So basically,
right?
like being a male, being of the male species. A lot of males out here, they only go for themselves. You'll see the males that don't take care of their kids. They don't do all that kind of stuff. Now a man A man is the person who comes in, he steps up, and he puts other people before himself. So it's like
Guile, go home and be a family man, you know?
That was the connotation between out here being a male and out here being a man.
I'm definitely a male.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But see, the thing is,
you
don't have a reason to be.
Yeah. You don't have like kids, or you don't. You are your own responsibility. Like me, I'm responsible for my kids, my wife, my house, my cars, all that.
Yeah,
I have to step up and I have to take care of them, or else I'm no better than like the niggas out here abandoning them.
Yep.
So I have to do that.
Right.
As a man, I have to go out and take care of my own shit. You yourself, you are a man, Nick. You're not a male.
The difference in, I feel like, because that's my thing too, is because I feel like your family isn't just somebody else.
They're not.
That's
and the thing is, with you, you don't have anybody in your life like that.
No,
you haven't found that
that's
one that's going to.
What he's saying is, you're based to be a man. You have to put your needs behind somebody else's, right? Your family isn't any less part of you. They're not separate people. They're your family. You are the captain of that ship. They're you. So you're really taking care of you.
No,
and
I'm not.
Too.
I'm not. I'm definitely not taking care of me. Like, it's an added bonus, but everything that I do, everything that I aspire to do, I go out and I work. I don't do that shit for me.
No.
For them.
No. But the thing about it is, it's like one of those things where it's like, it sounds very selfless, but like, aren't you supposed to do that shit?
I promise you.
Yeah, because you put yourself in that position.
I promise you, if I didn't have a wife, if I didn't have kids, I'd be at home with my mom. That's just me. I would be at home with my mom.
Because he's not in the he's in the position. Me and you are not in that position. Granted, you have your own spot now, so you, as your own man, are taking care of yourself.
Exactly, and that's what
business.
I was getting to. You were handling your business because you moved out on your own. You didn't have any. I guess, responsibilities that would make you go out and do that. Now, I'm not saying that my wife and my kids made me do that. I felt like that was the most sensible thing to do at the time, is step up and, okay, go get a roof for them. And that's exactly what I did. But if I didn't have them, if I didn't have that responsibility to take care of, I would be at home freeloading with my mom. And that's just the reality of the situation. But at this particular time, everything that I do is definitely for them, and it makes me a better person for it. So, I mean,
for being a stand-up guy or for being a caregiver?
I mean, both.
A little of both.
It all comes together, because it's like it's the way that I look at it. It's genuine love. Genuine love will make you do some shit that you would never think about doing. So for you found that spot where you love yourself enough to get yourself out of that situation and handle your own business to take care of you. You are your own responsibility. So therefore, you turned into that man. You stepped up and was like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't have to do this. I make enough money. I can step out on my own, and I'm finna take care of me.
Exactly.
So that now, when you do find that person that makes you be like, oh shit, it's time, then you'll work that much harder so that they don't have to suffer. Like I told you before, my wife just recently started working. Maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. We've been together. We've been married for 14 years. We've been together for 17. So up until like 3 years ago, she has not had a full-time job until then. I took care of literally everything. And I'm not saying this to like flex or anything like that, but that's just the reality of the situation. That's what love will make you do.
Fuck it, I got it. Basically,
it just makes you a better person.
It's not even that you got it. It's more like you put yourself, you want to put yourself in a position to where they don't have to worry. And it comes from, it does come from a mentality, especially with young black men, that is, basically bred into us, right? Or we're raised that way to think, a man takes care of the house, period. That's like the simplest way to say that. Right. So, if I had a kid, right, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be at my folks' house now doing what I do. I'd be out working 2-3 jobs or whatever, or, grinding on the streets, whatever I got to do to support them, because I can't have, young Blizz, right? And then he's not comfortable in a house. He's not safe. I can't bring him back to my folks' house. Ma, take care of my kid for like ever. We're just going to live here. Even though I'm working, even though I have the opportunity to go out and do whatever, we're going to be here. Meanwhile, I got my girl. Now she looking at me, oh, we're at his folks' house, me and my 9 kids or whatever the fuck, he's not really doing anything. That promotes whatever the fuck mentality she's going to go out and do. It just doesn't create the environment that I want to be in. Because even though, we sit here and we joke about misogyny, all that kind of stuff, and, oh man, if a woman's not loyal, she's going to do whatever. Women do get put in situations where they look at, the type of dude that you are and whether or not they fucked up. I spit out his baby. I fucked up. I'm gonna go cheat, or I'm just gonna leave him. Now you're in a situation where you either gotta pay child support, still take care of her because she left you, but now she back at her mom's house, and you gotta take care of yourself. On top of that, get the fuck out of your folks' house. There's a lot that goes into that behind everything that's been said. And I guess like tripling back to all of it, that's why it pisses me off when my dad says it to me in particular, is because I'm not in a position to do any of that. And he's essentially like pushing me out of the door to do it. You know what I mean? Like he's forcing me into a position to go out there and do it when I don't have to. I don't have a need for, taking care of anybody else but me. Right. Like currently I'm comfortable. If I want to go out and go to a fucking con, I can afford that. I can scrounge up money to do that. I work enough to take care of me. As far as going out and get an apartment, realistically, no job is paying me enough to go out and get my own spot comfortably and live on my own, and still do what I want to do. I'd have to work 2 jobs. And that's what doesn't cross to my dad's head. He's like, you've been doing this. You've been doing the internet thing since you were born. It's time to give that up, Playboy. It ain't for you. It ain't working out. Go out, get 9 jobs and work and for what? What do you want me to work towards?
Here. Nobody is hiring.
According to my dad, everybody's hiring. According to my dad, Corona's over.
Nobody's hiring.
Corona's done, bro. Corona's done. According to my dad, Corona's done. Everybody's hiring.
Nobody's hiring because, if anything, everybody's being furloughed, everybody's being laid off.
Yep. Even the at-home jobs, a lot of work from home jobs that I've looked at, they're just call centers. And it's not that I don't mind that, but I don't want to sit here at my desk at a call center and then have the energy to come back and record a video or to stream or anything like that when I've been talking for the last 8 hours. It's a lot that goes into that,
Yeah.
So it's basically go out and quote unquote be a man or don't do YouTube.
I absolutely hate that mindset. And a lot of these parents, they really have to get out of that mindset. We are in the year 2020.
They just it's either they can't or they won't.
They have to, or else their children are going to be on the street. Their children are going to be on the street, and then they're going to blame themselves for it because this isn't the economy to just go out and do that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm still a temporary worker, and my boss is doing literally everything he can to hold on to me. Like everybody else in where I work that were temps, they're gone. Thank God I don't work in the clean room because they have way too many people in there. I work in the stock room, and it's a tight-knit group back there. And for the life of everything that my boss has, he needs me. So, and he definitely expressed that to the higher ups, and he was just like, well, we got to keep him because, we have people out on vacation. We have people who are out, just quarantining, and we have people out, who like to fucking take off. Mm-hmm. So we need we need basically me to fill all of those roles. I have been bounced around for the last 3 or 4 months to different departments in the stockroom. The stockroom is actually fucking huge. There's a returns department, there's an equipment department, and then there is the regular stockroom. And I have been cycled throughout those for the last 3 to 5 months. And I think I know just a little bit way too much about that fucking place. But I'm not complaining because I still have a job.
How do you know about this room here? Shit, bro, I stocked in it. You're not supposed to be in that room.
He's still keeping me there and he's fighting for me, and I fucking appreciate that. I swear to God, I appreciate the fuck out of him for going that extra mile to keep me there. Like I say, I'm the only temporary worker. I don't work for the company that that I go to every day. I work for a temporary service, and the temporary service is the guys who are still paying me, and even the temporary service is like, bro, you still clocking in, nigga?
You still got a job, boy?
Right. Like, who the fuck is clocking in for you? But no, I'm still there every day, and I'm busting my ass to hold on to that spot until we get a little bit of normalcy to where this company can fucking hire me.
Yep.
And they're laying people off left and right. And like I say, it's a miracle that I'm still there and I still have a job to go to every day. So I am super thankful for that. And like that conversation between you and your dad needs to happen, and he needs to understand the severity of the situation, because it ain't good out here. I mean, no matter where you go, like, I know it's different from state to state, but like, no matter where you go, it's not good. This isn't a good situation. Like,
yep.
even if everything just magically opens tomorrow, there are a lot of people who close their doors. That's paperwork. That's like legitimate. We're closed. We're not coming back. And there are a lot of people who lost their jobs for that. And I would dare say, before anybody can get hired again, like, start like some real hiring process instead of like some contract work or some temporary work, it's gonna be a minute. Because these people need to, first of all, they need to reestablish their budgets. They need to get make sure that the people that they do have are good. And, they need to make money first in order to get to back where they were before all this bullshit happened. So it's going to be a while before people are really hiring again. Like, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some odd jobs here and there, but they ain't going to be last or worthy for you to like move out on.
Yep. That's the biggest thing right there. You just going to get some pocket change here and there up until we get back to a little bit of normalcy. And the fucked up thing about it, it's not going back to the way it was. Absolutely not. I don't think a lot of people understand that, is that, this whole pandemic thing happening, it was tragic for a lot of people, but it really brought out the colors of a lot of things that happened in the US that shouldn't happen. The fact that we got the stimulus check, they're talking about a whole different second stimulus check. That stuff should have been a normalcy in the first place. All of this, we need to keep our fingers and hands and mouths clean. You nasty motherfucker should have been doing that shit in the first place. So now we're going back to a time, and Karens are out in the world. Karens are doing the wildest shit, of course, per usual. And we're getting to that point where everybody's getting called on shit. You're going to walk into a place or whatever. Hey, man, these are the policies. Well, those weren't the policies 4 months ago. 4 months ago, we didn't deal with a fucking pandemic that nobody knew anything about, and we still don't have a fucking cure.
Dog, it really fucks me up to think that you can all this shit is happening and you just got the blinders on, like shit's still cool.
Yeah, no, because it doesn't happen in your bubble. That's what it is. It's not in my bubble. It doesn't affect me. And it's like, dog, that's not what it is. My dad is lucky enough to work.
It affects literally everyone.
Oh yeah, that's the point. It affects
literally everyone, but it's people that think that they could just go back out into the world and just have it be like the way it was. It literally does not work like that. Mm-hmm. You can't. There are people like germaphobes. Like, if you really thought germaphobes was bad before, holy fuck. Now, you take that same germaphobe and he's a manager of a department store, you're really not getting in without a fucking mask.
Yikes.
That's the new normal. That is our existence from now until shit, it may not even change.
I prefer it not to change personally, but I don't see this ending. Like bare minimum, personally, I don't see anything going back to normal until September. But this is going to be an all year thing, to be honest. Like a lot of events are going to get canceled. We're going to start to open up a lot of places. And when those places open up, there's going to be a complete different policy change on safety issues and safety matters so that this doesn't increase. Because for whatever reason, they thought it was a great idea to start opening up beaches and a bunch of other shit. Cases have increased. I don't know if a lot of people have kept up with that. Cases have doubled since they've opened things up. And it's like, what the fuck? What did you expect to happen? You know, that no one's cured. We don't have a cure for it. It doesn't just go away. You just become immune to it, allegedly. And then you still spread it around. You know, I could have corona right now, not have any of the effects, and I'm passing this to everybody that I come in contact with. Oh, yo, what's up, big dog? Daps up. Hey, man, can you pass me that? Passes. Interaction. Now y'all got corona. You know, it's an unknown. It's an unknown known. There we go.
All right. Well, we have gone off on a crazy tangent. This shit wasn't even on the agenda. We were supposed to be talking about video games. Wait a minute.
Bro, Nick brought it up. I wasn't even going to bring it up. Like, Nick brought it up. So here we are.
But no. Like, that's a really good topic. And I'm glad, like, we can get that out there because it's like, it's people who are out here who really think that, like, shit's really sweet. And it's not. Mm-hmm. Like, personally, I don't keep up for the sake of my mental stability. I don't keep up with all the numbers and stuff of corona cases, even here in my city. But from what I can tell, from what I could personally tell, it's a little better where I live. So we didn't have that many cases to begin with. I think we had at least 7,000, and that's really low for, you know, a major city, because I live in St. Louis, so it's a pretty major city. But it's relatively low. So, and I think like I said, I haven't been keeping up with the numbers, but from what I can tell, our numbers are actually dropping. So
that's good.
I may bite my put my foot in my mouth with that one, because they did open up the city. It happens again.
Though. You know, it happens.
But they did open up the city. But I still believe that this conversation needs to happen, because things aren't going to go back to the way that they were. It's just not. But the main thing is we need to adapt. Adaptability is key during these types of times, because it's just like, nobody's hiring. So what are your other options?
Yep. So here we are. We're moral of the story, kids, don't go out there and kill yourself with 9 jobs. All right. Now, granted, if you're on the street,
you if you have a roof over your head, you need to stay where you're at.
Yeah. Like it's fine. You know, get your internet thing going. I mean, everybody picked up streaming as it is, but you know, do your thing, right? If you have access to a job, and that's the thing that I don't. If I would have had an opportunity to work from home, from like any of these office type of jobs or whatever they are, I definitely would have kept that. Like I wouldn't have quit that, you know, just for the sake of making more money from the unemployment or anything like that. Nah, I would have kept the job. Like, job stability is going to be incredibly difficult once everything opens up.
Yeah, that unemployment shit runs out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And shit, 9 times out of 10, the government's going to find a way for you to pay that back.
I'm pretty positive they're going to take it out of everyone's taxes next year. No one's going to get their taxes back. If you got all the unemployment, or at least half of it that they were giving out, that whole $600 a week thing, you're not getting your taxes next year.
Oh yeah,
They're probably gonna make you pay taxes. They're like, well, actually, we opened up Corona stuff in September, so you owe us money. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I might get something back. Just depends on if they do this second round of
stimuli checks.
Yeah. If they do, I think even if we do get a second round, I think I'll get a little something back.
I mean, you got kids and stuff, so yeah, for sure.
The way
and you're
my
in school.
taxes set up is so fucking sweet. Have kids, ladies and gentlemen. Not right now, because Corona.
Have kids.
Once this shit is all over, kids are the wave.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Nick.
Don't encourage that, nigga. What the fuck is going
Bro,
on?
I'm all about cream
said
pies,
not
but
while
I don't need no
Corona's
kid right now,
around.
man. I am not ready for no kid.
No, but
Fuck
like,
that.
like if you're the type of person like I am, responsible, sensible, I have common sense.
Oh yeah, that's just not
go ahead and
us.
have a kid.
That's just not us, man. I'm not doing that.
Go ahead and have a kid.
Yo,
You'll be
real
all
talk.
right.
Y'all need to be rapping y'all willies during this quarantine. I know y'all doing nothing but fucking. I know y'all doing nothing but fucking. Stop
fucking?
cream pieing her.
Who's
Stop
fucking?
cream pieing her, bro. You need, not you two. Stop cream pieing her. All right. You need to, if you're gonna cream pie her, you better have $50-something every single day you do it. Buy her the fucking pill. Stop doing whatever you're doing, man.
I'm gonna keep it a bigger.
Y'all
$50 for a goddamn abortion pill is kind of crazy. Just kick her in the stomach.
I see. You gotta wait for that though. You
can't
definitely
say
gotta
that.
wait for that. You
can't-
gotta wait for the
you
thing to
literally
happen.
Don't say that. That's not cool.
I had a South Park moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Get a clothes hanger next time, bro.
All right. Anybody looking for a new podcast partner?
Hey, yo,
This is gonna be
relax.
shut down really quick.
We're not getting shut down. Relax.
Relax.
Yo,
Someone's gonna
what
reach
the
out to us like, hey, we want to
fuck?
sponsor you. Then they're gonna see this episode. I'm like, never mind. We take that
Dog, I
sponsorship
just
back.
bought AirPods for like $135. Here they are at $129. I want my $5.
Yeah. Yeah, I need some AirPods. I don't need them because I don't go anywhere, but like they'd be nice. I want to flex. You know,
Dog, I have been spending a lot of money.
I can tell. You got the camera set up. You got the light shenanigans.
Well, the lights is like $15 each. That's not anything.
You out
But
here
like,
having
I'm
babies.
actually excited about this monitor though.
You bought a monitor?
I bought a 144 hertz monitor.
2K
It's
or
curved
4K?
too.
Oh,
It's
okay,
it's,
okay.
it's 1080. I wasn't gonna spend that much to get 4K.
I feel you. Man, you're going in for this PSO2, huh?
Man, nigga,
He's
love
about
that
to be
game.
an addict all over again.
Dog,
I want to
semi
try
good.
it.
You better relax.
I want to try it,
calm
man. Like, is it
down,
that
calm
great?
down.
All right, so one of my artist friends, he's not a friend. He's just this artist that does hentai, and I follow him. And he's
why you call him a
obsessed with
friend.
PSO2. Just relax. Don't ignore that part. Just don't listen to it. Anyway, he plays PS2, right? Or PSO2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand a word that he says without translating from Twitter. But point being, he's on this game every day. He somehow made his OC, which is his, drawing character he made in the game. Like armor, titty size, all that. I need some questions answered. How is the character creation in PSO2? And by character creation, can I mod women's breasticles, hips, thighs, and ass?
You gotta stop being predictable, bro.
Bro,
You really have to stop being
remove
horny.
yourself from, just close your ears. I'm talking to
Bro,
Mikey.
every single time it comes
Close
to a
your
fucking video
ears.
game,
Close
every
your- all right,
single
look,
time. There's
video.
always a
Listen,
video
listen,
game
listen.
with
Listen.
customization. You for some reason
Have
find
you-
a way.
Have you
find a
played
way
Black
to
Desert
ask,
Online?
Hey,
No, listen,
can I please
listen.
make the breasts big?
Listen.
Can I make
Have you
the
played?
hips
Have you
fucking
played
cylinder wide?
Black Desert
Can I
Online?
Like, what's wrong
I need
with
you to. I need you to
You
answer.
need
Have you
help.
played? Have
You
you
need
played?
help.
Have you played Black
Nigga,
Desert
bro,
Online?
You need help, bro. That's just it. Fuck this bullshit.
You gonna pay for it?
Back to
You
the
gonna
bro.
pay for the help?
Back to the.
Are you gonna pay for the
no,
help?
No. What you really need to do. Fuck whatever your dad was talking about. Open up a OnlyFans and become a sex worker. How horny you are. Go seek therapy, bro. Go seek therapy every single time. It's
All right.
literally every fucking day. This nigga has something
I don't know
to
about it.
say
I don't even talk to you every day,
about
bro. Shut your ass
boobies,
up,
bro.
Bro, you be lying. I probably do talk about tits
You
every day, but you don't
don't.
know that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's definitely
I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired
okay.
of it.
Yeah, okay. Coming from the Weesnaw Lord
The
himself.
We Snow Wizard. Get it correct, nigga.
Nah. That's BL. That's BL.
Fuck BL. I created him. I did that. Me.
So, how are you the wizard if you created the wizard?
The Warlock, then.
Okay.
What's happening here?
Yeah. But anyway, seek fucking help. Now, nigga, seek fucking
You gonna pay
therapy.
for it?
Yes.
Anyway,
sure.
Have you?
I'll pay
All right,
for
bet.
it. I use the Patreon money.
Bet.
Go do some
Bet.
shit.
Bet. I'm gonna look for a
To
therapist
answer
after
your
this.
question, yes, you can.
Okay, thank you so much. So, how do you play PSO2?
Online. You download a client. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like I've played Phantasy Star Online, the first one, and then I've played the one that was like the actual JRPG.
Okay. It's like
before.
those two mixed together plus jumping.
Oh, I can jump in the game?
You can jump.
Oh, say less.
But what's
How
crazy
are the
is the
group
in-game
events?
is the character creation.
How are the group events though? Because like some
phenomenal.
MMOs are ass.
No, they're phenomenal. Like
They're
this
phenomenal?
game. This game is worth the 8-year wait.
Yeah, is this my dot hack that I've been looking for? Or no, this isn't my dot hack.
Well, in terms of story, you're not gonna. It's
not story. Just like the feel,
like how the game mechanics
the
are.
gameplay,
no, just
the
like
mechanics,
how it absorbs you into the MMO. Like you become
immersed.
like you're into it. Yeah, you're immersed into the MMO. Like
I would assume so.
I'm looking for rare items in a secret dungeon or anything like that.
Yeah, like okay, so what I was saying is you're not there for the lore. You're not there for the story. You're there for the experience with the world around you. So in itself, like the story's boring as fuck, but you got to go through it. They're gonna make you go through it to access like the next levels of, content or whatever. But
can I play the story with other people?
No, it's a one-player thing. But the thing is, once you get so far in the story, you can like just toss it to the side and just like do it on like. You can basically like do one mission a day and you still be good. You can keep up with the shit. But the thing is, like I say, the real end game is the character customization. Because, with it being a free to play, it's got a gotcha aspect.
Okay, so I'm looking for all the rare items and the outfits and the weapons.
Yes,
that's like my goal in the game.
So
okay.
There are rare drops. Like say for instance a specific let's just go with Samba de Amigo. They have like a spring type thing where there's a special event where you run through it. You can take like maybe I think it's 12 people. It's a 12 people event. You run through it and then at the end you fight this big boss and he does the drops. So you can get good weapons, you can get clothes, you can get outfits, there's a lot you can do. Like this game is free to play, but it's the good type of free to play, like where you don't have to spend money. If you're spending money, you're just getting cosmetics. Okay. So, I wouldn't say that because you can get like storage space. That's what I'm going to spend my money on. If you're just strictly free to play, you have not put a dime in it, you're going to run out of storage space.
How much do you get?
That's just a fact of life. And it's like $10 to unlock the extra space.
That's not
so
too
it's
bad.
not it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
That's better than BDO, bro. Buy a pair of panties is like $25.
Why are you? All right, man. Next topic, please. Please.
All I'm saying is that the clothes in BDO are expensive.
Please. Why are you Mike? No, I'm not even going down that rabbit hole.
That's it. That's all. I'm telling you, BDO is literally PvP and make your character look like sex appeal. That's it. Story is irrelevant. It doesn't exist. There's nothing else to do in the game. The world is barren. It's boring. It's literally PvP. Make your character look like sex. That's it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, I would really much like to go to the next topic.
What's the next topic? Yeah, but you're paying for it. So until we get to that point, I have not received the help yet.
A doctor. Tonight.
Y'all want to talk about the Unreal Engine 5?
What about Unreal Engine 5?
Well, what are y'all thoughts?
That shit look fire.
Honestly, I didn't look at it.
You ain't see the trailer?
You didn't see
You talking about the thing with PlayStation or whatever and the girl like flipping or some shit like that?
Yes, that was Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. Let me look at it. Hold on.
He explained it, but he didn't watch it. Either you did or
Twitter
you
is a
didn't,
thing.
What?
Twitter is definitely a thing.
He definitely saw this shit. He definitely saw it.
Okay.
You can't go nowhere.
Well,
shit, Ninjala is getting another beta.
Ooh,
They are.
good.
Yeah, they are.
I definitely wanted to play that.
It's
really
a full
fun.
day beta. It's like 12 hours, 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
So how do you download that shit, bro?
So
when is it?
The thing that we're speculating, because they said it, if you already participated in the beta, you have access to it. If you didn't participate in the beta, you don't have access to it. However, they haven't said whether or not they're gonna open up the download thing or not. Because what they did when the beta first came out, the download was available like a week before the actual beta.
That just sounds racist.
Racist.
But I mean, I have a hack switch, so I could just download the thing and.
Yeah, you can download the IPA or whatever it's
NSP,
called.
They're called
NSP.
All right, well, that's cool. No
skin on my wicked.
But what I was
Ninjala.
gonna say about Unreal Engine 5, and we can drop it after this. But
I mean, I'm looking at it now, but it doesn't. It just looks like PC.
And that's what
it
I'm
looks
saying.
like I'm watching a PC, someone's playthrough whatever on the PC.
That reveal
like they're just running
was
through shit.
For developers. It was for devs and people like me who get excited about anything new coming to develop with new hardware, anything like that.
So the real question is, did they say what game this is, or is this not a game?
It's the tech demo.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be developed into a game, but it's for now. It's
the
just
scenery, like the landscapes look really fucking amazing, like detailed, even in depth, like going far back, I can still see the ridges in all of the mountains and whatnot, the rocks falling. I like this. It does look really good.
Yeah,
it looks really good. I don't think the PS5 or the Xbox X is gonna do
that was
any of that consistently.
That was running on the PS5. It was from a PS5 thing.
I don't think it's gonna be consistent at all. Like that's like the equivalent of the PS4 playing a 4K Blu-ray movie and then you playing a 4K game at 60 frames per second.
Now listen. All right, so there's a reason why almost every developer, every AAA developer has switched to the Unreal Engine. That bitch is optimized as fuck.
Okay, I do not disagree.
Now, if you're going for Unreal Engine 4 to 5, of course, there are going to be like little optimizations, but Unreal Engine 5 is built off of 4. So with these extra little features, the framework is still 4.
Mm-hmm.
So the optimization is there. Like most Unreal games, they run at 60 frames per second, butter smooth. You just won't get that kind of quality on an in-house engine or like a DICE engine or some shit like that. So I am extremely confident in, Unreal Engine 5 being super easy to develop for and just super fucking pretty for anything like the Series X, the PS5, and PC going forward. It's going to be a great time for developers.
Okay. I don't disagree with you on that. I don't. I'm still worried about it because, like I said, well, not even like I said, and this is PS5, so I guess it kind of gets a pass, but I was listening to the Black Hokage's podcast, and he was talking about Xbox and showing that off because I guess Xbox also had a little trailer thing or whatever that they did right before the PlayStation.
Did they?
I don't think it was an Unreal trailer or anything like that, but they had some kind of announcement for developers, huh?
Are we talking about the Video Game Awards?
I honestly would not know. I'd have to really go back and find it in his podcast. But
if we're talking anything's Xbox Series X, they haven't said anything about that since the Video Game Awards.
Well, what he mentioned was that they announced that it was 4K 30 frames per second. Whatever game just got announced for it. It might have been Valhalla. That might have been what it is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It might have been that they announced that the maximum was 4K 30 frames per second. Whereas the Xbox itself, they announced that the games were going to be running at 4K 60 frames per second. So it kind of throws me for a little confusion right there because I'm worried about that, right? They're going to say it's capable of doing this. That doesn't mean that it's going to do it. Like the PS4 is capable of running 4K 30 frames per second. But then when you put something in there like Spider-Man, for instance, you get 4K 15, 27, 25. Like your frame rate is very variable compared to being constant. So that's all I'd be worried about. It looks amazing. I'm just worried about it.
Well, I mean, we can only speculate about what the new hardware is going to do, but I do believe that little tech demo was they said it was running at 4K 60, didn't they?
I just watched the trailer for it.
That looked good. I mean, that looks 60. If you played, I know the viewer, YouTube viewer was like 4K.
Yeah. So
and that bitch was running smooth.
Yeah,
your eyes can't actually see anything past 30 frames per second anyway.
Yeah, that has been proven many times over to not be true.
People are weirdos, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
All right, get better eyes. Come
bro,
on
I can't front you, bro. I don't know why people put so much. Can somebody remind me, like, why do people care about what other people think so much?
Elaborate, like, just in general?
In general, or like people that I guess they look up to, or
because humans are very spiteful and jealous creatures. Naturally.
I don't know. With all my infinite wisdom, I can't answer that one.
Humans are very spiteful. It is what it is. It's the same concept that I don't know when you guys learned it, but I learned it when I hit, being a teenager. Niggas have a mentality of crabs in a barrel. We can all be at the bottom together. The moment you climb to the top, nah, nigga, bring your ass down. Like, they would rather have you down with them than bring you up with them, or rather than you go past them or something like that. So,
as the great Uncle Charlemagne the God says, hurt people hurt people. So it's something that has to do with one's own experiences that makes them want other people to not have as much as they have.
Yeah.
Or, the lack thereof. So if this nigga over here is getting some shit, then the nigga who ain't never had shit gotta hate.
Yeah.
Because they ain't never
not
had
getting
shit. But at the same time, he cares so much that he doesn't have shit that he's got to let the whole world know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another example is simps.
It's
niggas that keep calling people like actual, like not the joking way, but niggas will dead ass be on the internet waiting to call somebody a simp. They're not getting pussy. That they don't talk to women. They don't know how to talk to women. Yeah, but you're not out here hunting accounts. Simp. You drinking Gatorade in front of a girl? Simp.
Yeah,
like, you're not doing that. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up,
bro. Relax on me, bro. You don't even know who I am. They call me the young Mephistopheles V. What is wrong with you?
Hey,
bro?
look that up. Look that up and ban his account. Look that up and ban his account. Report it.
Mephistopheles.
Report it for being a simp.
The nude Mephistopheles, bro.
Report it for being a simp. But that's what it is.
I hate people.
I respect it. Hey, what's for dinner?
What's another one on the list, Mikey?
Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not impressed.
You're not? No, but the thing with that is the devs said that what they showed was not even like a speck of the game.
Well, of course, but so what I'm concerned with, and even if this wasn't a speck of the game, my issue is it's Sucker Punch, so they're known for this. I don't give me an open world that's empty as shit. They've been doing this. They've been after they stopped doing Sly Cooper and they dipped into Infamous and then whatever the hell else they did. They've been giving us these big ass worlds that look pretty as shit. It's so interactive, but then they're just empty. I might have 1 or 4 NPCs that have an actual thing to say, not telling me, oh, did you know if you press A twice, you could double jump? Like, I don't care. There needs to be some means of a world that exists. That's my issue with Sword and Shield. That's my issue with honestly, as much as I don't care for Skyrim is the only world that actually has an actual world in it, in my opinion, compared to a lot of other open world games. They just don't have worlds. They're very barren. No one fucking matters. I could push this bitch off the cliff. Her son's not gonna come crying and hunt me down. She just doesn't exist in the game, but I physically see her. So if Ghost of Tsushima has that, where everybody's just death fodder, and my only purpose is running around killing people, I as much as I like the way the game looks,
oh shit,
it's probably not gonna be like it's not gonna be a contender for me versus Final Fantasy VII. Like 7 as a whole, open world, not even open world. Everyone in 7 had a purpose. Everyone in 7 had it. Like, it was just filled with life. You know, little kids running around, living their life, doing their business. Something blows up and now they're scared. Hey man, there was a ghost over there. Can you help us? All right, I chose not to help you. Oh, those kids are dead now. Like, everything had results. It is what it is, you know.
Why
Ghost of
that?
Tsushima, I'm gonna be.
No, I when I say I'm not impressed by it, I'm gonna keep it big with you. I'm really not impressed by open world games anymore. I feel like they always use the same rehashed content. Like Yoku said, there's like a really barren world masked by like NPCs and shit and stuff like that. And it's really fucking annoying because like Yoku said, I think Skyrim, games like Breath of the Wild, or even like there's only a handful of actual good open world games that actually feel open world, where it's like there's like other shit like I look at like, even if open world was to the extent of like Shadow of Mordor, right? But like Shadow of Mordor was literally just you jump in, here's this whole entire big ass map, right? And in this big ass map, you can either choose to have these niggas chase after you, kill these niggas, run away from these niggas, and if these niggas find you, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they're moving just as much as you are too. I like that shit. I feel like open world games have lost their charm when, you know, when GTA 5 was at its climax, when Breath of the Wild just came out, when Skyrim in its heyday was like the number one game to play. Like I feel like we've done open world so many times and there's been so many good iterations. The only thing that you can do is reiterate already put in content from other games. That's all I see in Ghost of Tsushima. I was looking at like the gameplay or whatever, and I saw a lot of Sekiro influence. I saw a lot of like stealth sections or whatever. I saw a lot of like certain combats and shit, certain parry systems and shit. And I'm just like, I know where these where this mechanic came from this game, and it's like it's not really unique. You know what I'm saying? While it may look good, sure, but like at the end of the day, is the game fun? I always say, like, you know, a story does not matter if the gameplay is ass. Because what good is the story when you can't play to the shit?
Well, the thing with this game is, I think the bigger problem is going to be, like Yoko said, I think it's going to be content. Because, like, gameplay, I think, Sucker Punch, their gameplay is always good.
It's so... Yes, but this one in particular looks like Assassin's Creed mixed with the Batman Arkham games. And while that's not bad, the entire trailer, none of those, I mean, and granted, it's a trailer to showcase, you know, what you can do in the game. None of those enemies were bothering to attack him besides on command shit. So if I go through a game and they're like, oh, we're just gonna,
most of the
walk
niggas
around.
just standing there.
That's what the devs were talking about. With that being like a spec of the game. So more than likely what we saw was probably in the beginning where, niggas was reluctant to fight. But
first impressions matter, dog.
It does matter.
And then think about what they said. If you can implement fear, you can instill fear into an entire camp by doing certain shit to 2 or 3 people. So if that is the beginning of the game and I can instill fear into them, what's to stop me from doing it to everybody else? What's to stop me from instilling fear into that one camp? Someone lives and tells another camp. Now I got to another camp and none of them niggas want to attack me. So the entire game, nobody bothers to attack me. Well, I just don't have to play the game anymore.
I don't think the fear is going to like make niggas not attack. I think it's just going
That's what they said. No. They said if you instill fear into the enemy literally doesn't want to attack you. They run away. When they first did it, right, he snapped the guy's neck or whatever and then stabbed him in his fucking esophagus or some shit. The other guy literally dropped his sword and started backing up on the ground, crawling away. Like,
I think
what
it's
do you
deeper
expect
than
from
that? I really do think it's deeper than that. I hope it's deeper than that.
I promise you it's gonna be if it's not, it's gonna be the biggest waste of $60.
Yeah, if it is like that, then yeah, for sure. But I think they're a little bit smarter than that as developers to make everybody back off. I think it's going to come down to numbers, like how many people are there and how many people are willing to fight and all that kind of stuff. Depending on, if the fear factor is there, yeah, they're going to be, reluctant to fight just a little bit. But if they've got the numbers to back it up, because like they said that. I think the trailer had maybe 2 or 3 people at one time. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot more later down the line.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be on some Batman level type shit.
Yeah, I have faith in them to create a great game. Those are just the things that I'm concerned with. So, and they don't really need to give me another trailer. I don't need another trailer before July. Maybe a dev diary or just like a development post about a couple of things. You know, regardless, I'm gonna buy the game because otherwise I'm just not gonna know about it. But I will definitely be upset if all those things come to fruition.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. When you and Afro come to me and say that shit is either good or bad, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. That's it.
Honestly, I just think it's gonna come down to the content.
What'd you say, Mikey?
It's gonna come down to the content and what's in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they've already sold us on the, you know, the feudal Japan aesthetic.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite era. Like this year for games,
the game is absolutely beautiful, but obviously that's not the only factor of, you know, buying a game. It has to be fun. It has to have content. It has to have substance. So if it doesn't have, like, you can have content without substance.
Yeah.
Just look at, I mean, I hate to say it, but look at Breath of the Wild. Like, the content was there, but there was no substance to the content.
Yep. I agree. That's one of my whatchamacallits, one of my gripes with the game itself, and I hope they fix that with Breath of the Wild too.
I really hope they do too.
Yeah, compared to the other Zelda games, there was always like an indicative story. Like I'm immersed in this story, even though I'm going through dungeons and doing all the kinds of things. The story itself was very impactful. In Breath of the Wild, the story is there from the jump. You know, nothing else really matters besides me going and doing a couple side quests or me going and getting the Guardians. And then seeing their flashback backstory about how they got trapped or how they got killed, and then how you revived them in spirit form. That's it. But other than that, Breath of the Wild as a story doesn't exist. So when people tell me like, "Oh man, Breath of the Wild was the best story in the game," I'm like, no. Like I would much rather play Skyward Sword story over Breath of the Wild story. Not even just the game, like the story itself.
I think that adds to the uniqueness of the game, though.
It does.
The whole picking your own story thing.
But there's no story
to pick.
Yes, there is.
From Breath of the Wild?
Yes, there is.
The thing with Breath of the Wild, breaking that far from the Zelda formula, it's jarring. But
that's the biggest thing about it. Most Zelda games are linear as hell.
Like the story. I mean, honestly, that game could be linear. That game could be linear.
Straight shots again.
If you
don't get the ADD, the GTA 5 ADD in Breath of the Wild, then yeah, it's a super linear story. But there's just way too many things that they did put in the world to get sidetracked. Now, this goes back to saying, you know, having the open world aspect, the content without substance. Going off the beaten path.
You would say that having the world, I feel like it had a lot of content, but the content was the substance.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying, the content, it was there, but there was no substance to it. There's no reason. There's no end game to getting all the little leaf niggas.
Like the deer, you know that deer that in your video when you try to snag it, everyone tries to sneak up on the deer and catch it. So,
yeah.
There's no reason for that deer to be there. Nothing's explained about that deer, but it's there. It's pretty as fuck, and it looks nice. So it's like if that deer had an actual all the dragons, if they had an actual purpose, like explain why they were there, and then like, all right, let's say the deer is there, you catch the deer shoots you off to this random secret ass fucking dungeon. Cool. Like that would be the point of me catching the deer.
I just feel like you all missed out on a lot of content regarding the games.
It could have been. And I'm definitely planning on
because a
lot
it doesn't
bring you around to the end.
About is there.
It doesn't bring you around to Ganon. That's what we're saying. Like the end piece of this game, the beginning is Link waking, the end is Link killing Ganon. None of that gives
none of what you do
around the story that you're doing
adds to anything with Ganon.
Yeah, because like that killing Ganon is like the end result.
But my question, in regards to that's still substantial content, though.
I'm not arguing about content.
To the game itself.
It's interesting,
if
but
anything,
it doesn't add
substance. When it comes to substance in a game, it's more so about what does this do for the experience of the game in general. Not
And
just
that's
the
what
story,
we're
'cause the
saying.
story is
The
one part
dragons
of a
didn't
video
add
game.
anything to the experience.
So I think there's a
but they were
difference
nice to
between
look
things to
at.
do and then purpose. Like the substance is purpose, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a
substance is
reason for
purpose.
something happening, or there's a reason for me doing this thing compared to this is just something to do. Like in Sword and Shield, raids are a thing to do. But compared to the game, if I'm not playing competitive, there's no purpose for a raid. The entire story behind a raid is there, right? They Gigantamax, whatever, they Dynamax. That was never explained as to why. For whatever fucking reason, Game Freak just didn't give us a reason as to why that happens. There's backstory that says the ancients knew why it happened, but we don't know why it happened.
But
we
in
have
Breath of
this
the
stuff
Wild,
to go
there's like
to the
5
ancients.
NPCs that answer everything regarding the world.
They can answer everything regarding the world.
For everything in the dragons, there's at least about like 10 different niggas throughout the entire map that explain what the dragons are and what they're supposed to. There's 3 dedicated shrines to them, and if you do like whatever things, you get like upgrades to your inventory, weapons, all that extra shit, and that adds to the experience of the game.
I think I would have rather
the thing about Breath of the
from
Wild is that what makes Breath of the Wild unique, and this is if we're comparing it to the other Zelda games, like Mikey said, the experience is very jarring. You go from a very linear, story-based type of game to literally a pick-your-own adventure game, right? And you can choose to say, fuck this whole entire region. I'm just gonna go either straight to Ganon or grab the Guardian shit and just go straight to Ganon and that be it. Or you can choose to explore. Everything that the world has to offer is explained literally in regions right next to it or regions across from, but you would never know about that if you didn't play the game. If you didn't like actually take the time to do, and what makes the game unique is the experience of you exploring. That's what I feel like true open world gaming is, like Skyrim, where it's like Skyrim, you're introduced and like you're damn near about to get killed, right? And the dragon comes in, boom, 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 and all of a sudden you have the entire world to your shit, but you don't know what this world has until you go out there, and it's like, oh shit, these are all side quests. These are all like regular shit that you can do. It's whatever, but it's up to you to go and do that. And I think that's what makes those open world games. That's the substances in it. Is the world that they have.
See, but the thing that makes the Elder Scrolls better game, I'm not gonna say better, one of the best open world games is that those side quests matter to the story itself. For instance, in Oblivion, the end game is not the same for everybody in Oblivion. You know, if I join the Brotherhood and then finish the game, my end game is totally different. You know, or if I become a vampire and I kill the end game and kill all the other niggas, my entire story is different. Same thing with Skyrim. You know, the story isn't canon in a way, and all the other choices matter. So in Breath of the Wild, while I'm exploring, while I'm learning about the world itself and, you know, why the dragons exist or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, I'm still killing Ganon. I can't change that fact. The story is gonna be the story no matter what. So me personally, I would have rathered if there were some means of consequence to my actions, both positive and negative. If I don't kill Ganon, you know, within X amount of time, Ganon charges up, he comes back, blows up the entire world, I'm dead again, you know? Or if I do go straight for Ganon and I don't get the Guardians, okay, now the Guardians are vengeful or they're purposely or permanently gone, anything like that.
So
whereas the
like
dragons
Majora's
being
Mask.
there. Yeah, but a Majora's Mask type effect would have been great. Not I don't need the time limit, but it would have been nice to have some means of urgency for the game itself. Because the way the story goes, you know, how they talk about, oh, Ganon's charging up, Ganon's almost ready to attack, Ganon's almost coming back to life. It's like, when will Ganon come back? I could play that game for 5 years, never go to Ganon, and he will never come back. So it's like the world is afraid of Ganon, but realistically, as a player who is controlling the game or controlling Link, Ganon ain't never coming here. I have to go to Ganon and kill that nigga. Like, he's never gonna show up unless I go to him. You know, the Guardians are there. Fucking Love Life with Mifa doesn't fucking exist anymore. That bitch is dead. So all this shit is just like here. There's a lot to learn, but nothing comes from it. And I think that's what I mean by substance, is that the content is there. There are things to do, but nothing comes from any of it. At the end of the day, I still got to go kill Ganon.
Okay.
Now, I will give Breath of the Wild the benefit of the doubt for the Guardians, because we know why they're there. We know why they were, rampaging and doing all that shit. And it does directly affect the fight with Ganon. Like, why couldn't we have that with the dragons?
You know what cool it would have been ride on a dragon, no cap?
Oh yeah, that shit would have been fire.
Why can't I ride the fucking dragon, bro? All I can do is shoot the scale off. Then I gotta go hunt 40,000 miles for the scale.
And like shooting the scale off would have, made some type of, difference in fighting Ganon at the end.
Dude, can you imagine if getting the different scales gave you different weapons and armor and shit like that, but like a whole different change? That'd be lit. That would be lit.
Like, yeah, that's what I mean when I say content without substance. Because if I like Diego said, if I'm going out to hunt this dragon, I want it to give me like the best fucking possible ending that I can get. But it doesn't. It has no bearing on the story whatsoever. Like you said, I could spend 5 years just looking Hyrule, and at the end of the day, Ganon's still charging up. Like, even if like Ganon would like shoot a big ass blast, or he would single-handedly take out the Guardians. If so much time had passed while you're doing that, he's still like, even him bound up, he's still flying around the castle looking at the Guardians. He can take them out one by one. That would be great.
Just little things like that.
That would give you that urgency to, kill Ganon or
save all the Guardians.
Save the Guardians first.
Yeah.
And then, do what you got to do. Give that story some urgency.
Yep. Because the Guardians giving you the abilities, their story, all that is great. The story of Breath of the Wild it's not subpar compared to a lot of the other stories of Zelda. It's not subpar by any means. I don't think it's the weakest story by any means.
It's not, but
the game itself, I want more from the world.
Yeah, they give you way too many chances to stray away from the story. That's my thing.
That's my issue with all open world games.
I don't think the story in open world games like matter to that extent though.
But it should, because it's Zelda. That's my whole point. It's Zelda. Now, going away from the beaten path of Zelda games, it's fine. But let me know that I'm playing a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Because there's always something to do with
I don't know anything about that story, so I'm speaking out of my ass here, but theoretically or hypothetically, Cyberpunk would be the perfect open world game to literally do whatever the fuck I wanted, and whatever happens. You know what I mean? Like I could spend the entire game changing my pussy lips or some shit, whatever the fuck they said you're able to do in the game. I could spend the entire game doing that, getting cybernetic, altercations to my body, all kinds of shit, and selling drugs for a drug lord. That's my story. End of game. That's kind of why I was hoping that it would be another David Cage game, to be honest, with the choices making a huge difference. But I don't think Cyberpunk is doing that at all. But that would be a great game for something like that, where the open world, the story isn't super relevant, but the world itself is something that I can live in. So Watch Dogs open world was bad for that reason, because the world was just ass. Granted, all the other mechanics were bad, but then Watch Dogs 2, the world mattered. You being black, you being a hacker, you couldn't do certain shit, or you could, but then you would catch flack for it. Hey, what's this nigger doing walking around here? What's he doing? Hold on. Where you going, sir? Sir, you can't come through here. Hey man, that's cool. I work here. No. Let me see your badge. Now you gotta pull out a badge, or you gotta pop him in the head, one of the two, but stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, there are open world games that do it right. They just don't get glorification, or their ass. But I've yet to find perfect ones, and I can't finish open world games. Skyrim, never finished it. Too fucking big.
I never played Skyrim.
Yeah, Oblivion, never finished it. Too fucking big.
20 minutes, 30 minutes of the game, and I realized what I was about to play. It was like, oh shit, this shit big as fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I just was like, look, this is not my game. I threw in the towel, hang the jersey up. I'm like, I'm good. Y'all got it,
I've
dog.
sunk tons of hours into both of those games, but they're too fucking big.
Yeah,
and that was my issue with Breath of the Wild year one. I didn't finish. I still haven't beaten Breath of the Wild, which is why I mentioned the whole 5-year thing. And Ganon's never gonna fucking blow anything up, is because I don't have to beat it. I can just play the game, you know, and then fuck off and do whatever. I can hunt Lionels all I want to, and I'll never get a consequence.
That's the beauty of Breath of the Wild. Like it's a game that you can play and really just fuck off with. But like I said, like I would like to play something with substance. And like everything that you do, yeah, you can get really good weapons, you can get really good gear, you can get really good at anything, but all that shit's finite, by the way, except for the Master Sword. But it doesn't add substance to the end game. And after you kill Ganon, then what? Ride around a goddamn motorcycle?
That shit hard. Don't cap on that, dog. That shit is hard. That shit is hard. Don't cap on that, dog. That shit is hard.
But it's just like, then I feel like the dragon should have unlocked after the game. I feel like, you know, all the extra shit, like the world resets, that should come after the after you kill Ganon, because then it would make more sense.
I kind of wish the Blood Moon had more of a like a
damn, bro, you'll see my light, man. That's what you call a glow up right there.
I kind of wish the Blood Moon actually had like some type of like ramification.
Yeah, I thought the enemies were gonna get fucking easy, harder.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be like a boss rush mode or some shit. Like I remember one time I was playing the game, I was about to record, and I was just sitting there at like a shrine, and there was a Lionel like running up to me and shit. And it was my very first Blood Moon. You hear that nasty ass music distortion and shit. But I have my speakers when I'm setting up the record. I'm like,
I thought they were supposed to get harder. That was the whole purpose of the Blood Moon.
No. The whole
purpose of the Blood Moon
is to reset.
Is to refresh the world.
When something doesn't load in, it essentially comes in and resets everything. But like I said, I thought it was something gets harder. So I was about to record, had a Lionel like right over there, some shit. But he was walking towards me. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was getting the shit ready, doing the 3, 2, 1s. Next thing I know, I hear like the fucking music distortion, like, and I'm just like, I turn around, the shit getting red. I'm like, what's happening to this guy, bro? I was just like, oh shit. I look at the Lionel coming to me. I'm like,
yeah. The first time that shit happened, I got scared as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was terrifying.
It was a beautiful moment.
You saw the little niggas on the side.
I found like a really good image on Google, because I was like, what the fuck is a Blood Moon supposed to be? Because you know me, I never played fucking Breath of the Wild, so I didn't know what the fuck a Blood Moon was. What the fuck is a Blood Moon? So I go look it up and shit, and I found like some fire ass art. I think I showed Iyoku this. I'm about to show you this shit right now. I'm like, you hold on and put it up in the chat. Y'all about to see my Discord for a moment. Hey, how y'all doing? Discord. Here you go.
Oh, that is dope.
That's hard as hell. I was like, holy, that was that ass me. That was that ass me. I'm like, what is that? I was scared, bro. It was like the first time seeing like Mr. X in like Resident Evil 2, and you hear that fucking music the moment that nigga, it's like, like fucking damn near your heart goes to the fucking bottom of your damn body and shit. It's a wrap, nigga. It's a wrap for you, bitch. Breath of the Wild was a beautiful game. I heard Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna be linear though.
I wouldn't mind it not being too linear. I want more from, like we were mentioning earlier, I want more of a traditional Zelda experience. Like just blend the both of them together. Give me the impactful story, make people in the world matter. Personally, I would love if they brought back dungeons. Shrines are cool. I don't want 1,000 shrines to do. I want dungeons. Dungeons were so cool to me. The puzzles in dungeons and to get the items and, fight the boss at the end of the dungeon.
Yes.
Way cooler experience, in my opinion, than shrines will ever be, and then add on whatever they're going to do. Because the Guardians are done. I don't think they can do anything else with the Guardians. So they'd have to come up with something else.
Yeah. If you give me a game that either give me crafting or get rid of the finite weapons, cause that shit was ass. I absolutely loved the flame sword, the ice sword. I love all that shit.
Yeah, those are
but
really
I was
cool.
afraid to use it because they were
break.
so rare to get. And it's like, bro, I can't even use this shit. I used the fire sword just to walk through the ice place.
Yeah, or at least make a way to make them. Like bring
give me
a
crafting.
weapon. Yeah, crafting.
Give me crafting. I will go out and get 1,000 of whatever the fuck materials to make those good ass weapons, and then I'll be good if I could just craft them. I don't want to have to find that shit out in the wild. Just trash. Give me crafting.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Like y'all gripes, I kind of like that shit, to be honest.
No.
I mean, it would make Breath of the Wild the perfect Zelda game.
Give the shit more HP. Like 3 fucking hard swings should not break a goddamn sword.
Like make me either be able to fix the weapon, create the weapon, or it doesn't break. Like those are the 3 options that would make that work. Because the idea isn't bad, right? It's how you don't have a way to stop it from happening. Like even the Master Sword, it breaks, but it really just runs out of energy, and then you have to wait.
And I mean, if like that should have been applied to the Zora weapon, that should have been applied to the Goron weapon, that should have been applied to the Gerudo weapon.
Like imagine if a cool
we
concept.
worked hard to get them shits.
A cool concept would have been to like the ice sword. If they put an ice place in the game, in order to get the ice sword back, you have to go to the ice place.
My very first
use the sword.
video. My very first Lino video was like an impactful moment for a lot of people. I remember people that was watching like this shit. They were like, your very first Lino video was hilarious. It was great. And I'm like, what is like, it was a long ass video. So the fact that people remember that video tells me that they watched they watched the full thing. It was like 45 minutes long.
Fighting that first Lionel was fucking intense.
I went to the Coliseum one. So he was automatically like just hard or whatever. So I went in there. I'm like, oh, this is my first Lionel. Oh shit, let's do it. And it was kind of just like that Coliseum area. When I got to there, it was like, holy shit, the amount of like focus.
Wait. Your first Lionel wasn't the Thunder Arrow Lionel?
No, I snuck past that bastard.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to go up there.
You don't have to fight him.
You can get the item that you need and then just leave.
Yeah,
I fought that nigga.
You fought that?
I fought on my first time too.
No, I fought him. Bro. I was not geared up, but I beat his ass though.
I was scared as fuck. I'm like, bro, he got the.
I climbed up there and I saw this nigga. I got in the tree up there and I just,
I died
this
about
dude
30
looked
times,
at me and
but
he said,
I beat his ass.
I was like, oh shit, the tree caught fire. I went flying down. I'm like, I'm not fighting him.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna keep it a brick with you. That nigga saw me one time. And then don't let me get caught in the fucking puddles and shit, where it's like you're trying to run away from the puddles. He shoots the shit at the water. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
That nigga was a little too smart for our own.
Hey, I was fired. That was my first time seeing a Lionel. My first battle was the Coliseum. I was like, bro, you know what, bro? Fuck this nigga, bro. I'm about to beat this nigga ass. I go up and I'm like, yeah, all right, bitch, let's do it. Nigga, I walked in that bitch. I see like, all the fucking enemies and the little things. I'm thinking like they're about to jump down or some shit. I'm like, okay. Nobody's jumping down. It's just me and him. He looking at me like.
Right.
I'm like,
how he look at you.
I'm like
the audacity of this nigga.
Bro, he was ready for it.
Who you think you is? And the moment you like step close to that nigga, he like, yeah, all right. Let's go. And it's like, oh shit. And he rushed that show shit. It's just like, holy shit. Man, I gotta say though, Breath of the Wild definitely gave me some of the best experiences I've had. Yeah,
Lionel's just such a cool concept, man. I want to play Breath of the Wild. Like the thing that I want to do, I want to learn what those Japanese guys are doing With the
you mean those Devil May Cry players?
Bro, that's what I'm trying to play Breath of the Wild like that.
You mean those Devil May Cry players?
I'm trying to play
What
Devil
are you
May
talking
Wild.
about, dog? That
Yo,
shit
you
is
switch to the
that shit is terrifying.
Time stop thing. Pull out your shield, jump off the shield,
That
jump on the
shit
rocket.
is
You time
terrifying.
stop, fly across
Bro,
the map.
he
I'm
slid
telling
on
you,
the
shield
shield,
back
pulled out
on.
the arrow at the same time.
But you know what though? I feel like I understand like people have like their preferences or whatever, but I always live by that mantra. Like if a game is not fun to play, it just isn't a good game at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck about story. The story is like 1/3 of the plot. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. So it's like, you know, you have the mechanics, the gameplay, and the story. That's just what makes a game. This is what it is. If I feel like Breath of the Wild, despite not having the story, the gameplay and the mechanics make up for it. And it's one of those things where it's like since 2017, Yoku that has showed me a fucking video from like 2019. I saw when I was in 2020. The fact that there's still people finding shit about Breath of the Wild to this day, literally. Gameplay mechanics, gameplay tricks and shit, little lores and shit that nobody ever fucking thought about. The fact that is like still happening years later, that lets people know that lets me know that it's a good game, whether or not I like it or not. Because I promise you, the only reason why I even played Breath of the Wild was because I saw some shit like that. I was going through the timeline. Next thing I know, I see some little Asian Japanese name come up. This nigga Link throw a boomerang. The lion going down, and so I'm like, what
Bro,
is
they be
this?
taking him down quick.
Bro,
They be killing him quick.
Throw the grenade, throw the bomb, hit him with the sword. 1, 2, get the grenade, the boomerang, come back, throw the boomerang. I'm like,
the one that got me. They jumped on his back and started spinning with the little heavy hammer.
yeah.
Oh.
And I'm just like, bro,
Dog.
I'm like,
knocked his ass out.
I'm like, I gotta play this game.
And I died 30 times fighting my first Lionel. These niggas are on S+.
I'm telling you, I want you to know, I saw that video. I was like, I gotta play this game. And there you go. And that's just like
Did
the
you
fact
already-
that.
Did you already own it, or did you buy it right then and there?
Okay, so when the game came out, it was in 2017. I think me and Betty Boop broke up. And what happened? I was really trying to focus on rebuilding the Twitch community up again, because for that relationship, I stopped streaming for like 6-7 months. So I kind of just was like, whatever. So I wanted to like focus on like rebuilding content and focusing on that. So when the game came out, you know, I'm a humongous fucking Zelda fan. So the fact that I never played Breath of the Wild, to me, was kind of just like, you know, I'm slacking or some shit. The least I can do is buy the game, but I didn't have the funds for it because I think 2017, I think I wasn't really making that much good money in 2017 compared to 2016. So one of my guys had hit me up and was like, yo, I actually just got paid. I can get you the game. I said, no fucking way. Gave him my shit. He gave me Breath of the Wild. I was like, okay. So when I got here, I turned it on. I beat like one shrine. And that was it. Like I never got off the Great Plateau.
Damn.
And I just was like, I just never went back to play because it was kind of just like I had other shit to focus on. But then time goes on, life happens or whatever. And like I said, I see that video as I'm like bullshitting or whatever. I think I'm at Anime Midwest or anime, not Anime, it's Anime, whatever that one in Atlanta was. I forgot what it's called. And I saw the shit like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, this shit's fire. That's gonna be the next playthrough. 2 or 3 weeks later, I move in, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, you know what, bro? Let's do it. I beat Sword and Shield. Let's do it. Let's start up Breath of the Wild. Like that whole little beginning section of Breath of the Wild was like, hey, I never got the Great Plateau. Never played this game. And I gotta say, when I beat the game, it was kind of just like, damn, bro. This shit is actually a lot better than I thought it was. It's a lot better than a lot of people claim it is. It was because just as a Zelda fan, I was just kind of just like, no, like my purpose for exploring was because of the lore that was in it and like where these references are. where these certain buildings are at compared to like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time. It's about seeing like what these places are, why certain characters shouldn't be here because they're in other timelines, and I was nerding the fuck out playing the game. So it's kind of just like I was just like, holy shit, this is a really good Zelda game. This might be like top 3. Real talk. If we talking 3Ds, it might be. And I beat the game and I was like, holy shit. How many hours I had in that bitch? I was just like, shit.
Himself in the game.
I was like, wow, that was an experience. And I feel like that shit adds to, I just feel like that just adds to, I feel like experiences like that is what makes a game like just good. When the gameplay, when especially a fan servicey game like that, people do have issues with fan services and I get that. But if it's done right, it can be some of the best shit on the planet. Like recently, I know y'all don't care about One Piece, but I did like a movie night, and we watched One Piece Stampede, the most recent movie or whatever. And like there, in the server, like obviously there's not a lot of people that watch One Piece. It's really just me and TD, and then like Barry, and I think that's it, right? Everybody else was kind of just watching the shit because everybody else was watching it, may as well watch it, whatnot. And like we were just pointing out like characters and shit from like different arcs, references from the manga and shit, because it was spoiling a lot of shit. It was like holy shit, there's a lot of things in there. But like as a movie, right, it was still really fucking great. As a movie, the niggas that didn't even like One Piece, they were like, holy shit, that was good. Cause it was just a lot of shit that was in there. But for a One Piece nigga, it was like hella fan service, but it was good fan service. There's nothing wrong with fan service as long as it's not annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a way to do fan service.
That's not too bad.
I actually oh shit, did y'all hear what they said about the Sonic games?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, they're allowing more time to get
Yoku,
a better.
Look me in my eye. And I quote, Sega is allowing for more time now to produce higher quality Sonic games.
Why now? Why not since the beginning of fucking time?
What?
Like, this is the face of Sega. Like,
what?
There's no more... Like, I would dare say Sonic is more iconic than Mario. I said it. I fucking said it. So Sonic, why not?
I would say so too, because back in the day, Sonic touched on more ground that Mario wasn't willing to go to as Nintendo, per Nintendo. Sonic was dead ass everywhere in shit that he shouldn't have been in. Yeah. As a gaming mascot, he was touching ground that he should not have been in. But that's what added to the pop sensation that was Sonic. It was like, nigga, yeah, you can like Mario and all, but that's for pussies. That's for bitches. Look at that nigga Sonic. Niggas on a fucking... Niggas drinking alcohol or some shit. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck's happening? He shouldn't be doing this. Get him.
Chili dogs.
I don't know, dude. Being a Sonic fan in 2020 is probably some of the worst shit in the planet. I gotta be real with you. It gotta be some of the worst shit on the planet. It make me want to like...
I feel like it.
It makes me like it sucks because like I feel the exact same way like I did for Mega Man. If I, like, you know how like back maybe before all the collections came out, shit, before 11
when they
came
literally
out,
canceled everything.
I had like a really pessimistic view on Mega Man because it was kind of just like these people can't even make a good game. These people can't make a good game. The character is slowly but surely losing its like, momentum and shit like that, and it's kind of just like
which games made you start thinking about that? Like
what,
from
Mega
when
Man?
to Mega Man.
Dog, it was the fact that we haven't seen anything. Do you not realize Mega Man, the last canon Mega Man games, the last Mega Man games in general, were the Mega Man Zero or ZX games?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the Mega Man ZX games, they were 2009, 2012, maybe 10 DS games. And the DS, mind you, at that time, we were like in the 3DS about to die era. This is before 11 was even announced. This is before the collections or whatever was. It just was one of those things where it was like, as a Mega Man fan, it was really, really, really like, it was just like, what the fuck's going on? Everything, you know, there was rumors of games getting canceled. There was like plenty of online MMOs getting canceled. There was like mobile games that never got kicked off the ground. It was ideas and like speculations and like, you know, game titles that kept being put out there, but nothing came out of it. None to the public, you know? And it's like, okay, when we got 11, it was like, okay, cool. 11 was a great game. 11 was great. We got the X Collection. X Collection, phenomenal. They fixed up the shit. They redid some of the audio. They added some more music to it. They had all the art and shit. It's a perfect collection. ZX and Zero, great collections. They're fire. When the Mega Man Battle Network collection comes out, because it's gonna come out, some of the they're doing what they should have been doing, but it's appealing to more people now, right? Yep. But the fact that we have to resort to collections and remasters and remakes is letting me know that as a gaming atmosphere, we're not really taking those same risks. We're not really pushing the envelope for these games, and especially our gaming forefathers like Mega Man, like Sonic. You know, Mario got Odyssey, and Odyssey is one of the best games on the Switch right now.
Yeah.
Right? But before that, it was like, what was really running the fucking Wii U? Just regular Smash. You know, 3D World did not sell that good on the Wii U. Nothing sold good on the Wii U. Besides what? Xenoblade Chronicles X and Smash?
I wouldn't even say Chronicles X so well.
And you know, exactly. So that's my thing. Like, my thing is like, I look at like all of like the iconic gaming mascots, you know, it's like, y'all are supposed to be like, yeah, y'all may not be in the shits with the guns. Y'all may not be in the shits, you know what I'm saying, with like the edgy ass, dark ass stories and shit. But y'all niggas set like a precedent for like gaming in general. Sonic was like, as a platformer at his time, the best. Literally. Mario was going into 3D when Sonic was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got, what's that? And then it's like, when you go back and look at like what Sonic has done, there's a lot more bad games than there are okay games. From Sonic the Hedgehog, the only good game I can give you is probably Generations.
Yeah.
And Mania. And Sonic 3, but that came out like 1997. And maybe Sonic 2.
So good.
Sonic CD, the 2011 Sonic CD version by what's his name, by the nigga that made Mania or whatever. That was great. But like, that's my thing. Like, my thing is like, we're not really like, they're not pushing anything for Sonic. He's not pushing shit. Forces was the most successful Sonic game in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
But look at the reception from that game after niggas got their hands on the shit. Niggas did not like Forces. There was so much false advertising for Forces. Niggas look at Sonic like, fuck this shit now. Niggas are like, give us another Mania before another 3D joint.
Mm-hmm.
But what the thing about Forces, if you play Forces now, Forces boost mechanic is the best mechanic we've had since boost was introduced. Literally. But the stages were so fucking long. The game was short as shit. The bosses was damn near non-existent. You know, it's just like, what the fuck are we playing? Super Sonic wasn't even in the game till niggas complained about it being $5. There's a whole
they made you pay for Super Sonic?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole DLC for Shadow, which is literally a fucking stage. Word? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like,
you really got to think about like, what's the development process?
Exactly. And then you'll hear you'll see interviews,
They spent all their budget in that fucking create a character shit.
They really did. But no, but my like thing is like you'll see all these like and this is the one that pisses me off. You'll see all these like interviews, all these like quotes and shit from the developers and shit, and how they like pictured, let's say for instance, like when Shadow came out, right? Niggas wanted, Shadow was essentially gonna be Zero. Essentially. Like, he was deadass supposed to be what Zero was. He was supposed to go, the whole purpose of Shadow was to basically take over when Sonic goes away. Because they wanted to reach into like more edgier story and shit. The same way they did for Blaze. Blaze was supposed to be a whole different character. She was supposed to have her own little like set of games. Even Silver was like, this is the Android saga. They were trying to get into darker shit. They had great ideas. The games just ended up being fucking terrible.
Yeah, they couldn't execute them, and I don't understand why. Like,
you would
they've
think
been developing games. They developed Phantasy Star Online. Like,
I think they were trying to be too innovative with the Sonic games as a Sonic game, where, like, for instance, the Black Knight thing, right? A lot of people didn't like that, and it's like you changed the formula too much. So the story could have been, the same in retrospect, but the formula itself was just changed too much. Because if I'm not mistaken, Black Knight, it had a lot of, run fast like Sonic stages, and then it had to swing your sword and, dodge or whatever kind of stages.
Sometimes they had it in both.
Yeah,
they had little segments where you your little Wiimote and shit, and you just keep going.
That would be too much for me,
Look up gameplay on that shit. Look how terrible that shit looks.
For Black Knight, I'm afraid.
Black Knight. That shit, I'm telling you, watch that shit. That shit looks fucking disgusting.
I'm afraid.
The gameplay's actually fucking ass. Secret Ring, not so much. Secret Ring's not so much. It's all right.
I remember I played through the Black Knight, like one night. I played through it. I beat it, and I was just like, "What the fuck did I just play?" It's like honestly, I don't even remember playing it.
I just don't understand how. I just don't understand how a franchise heavily influenced off of like pop culture and even Dragon Ball Z, how you can literally have every form of media better than the media that you were introduced on. You look at like the Archie comics, right? The Archie comics are some of the best Sonic has ever been.
Mm-hmm. And Mega Man.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Like literally, the Archie comics are like, oh, see, here's 70, 50 some motherfucking characters, and they all play like a story. They're all part of like these environments and shit. The worlds are bigger, right? But in the games, like, you only see like 8 people. There's no references to any other people. There's no background story to any of the guys. There's no, there's no like why should I give a fuck more about Knuckles than I do Tails? But I was introduced to Tails first. You know what I'm saying? like Knuckles was dead ass. Like, he started off as like an evil ass nigga. Then you find out he's protecting this fucking island.
I was about to say, Knuckles' backstory is pretty fucking dark.
Yeah. And then you find out like, oh shit, he's probably the Echidnas. The Echidnas are the holy ones, essentially like the guardians of the Master with the Chaos Emeralds. Their shit's dark as fuck, right? I care more about Knuckles than I give a fuck about Tails.
I just don't like Tails.
Tails introduced to you like this. He's just a Sonic fanboy. He makes gadgets. That's it. That's literally it. Literally it.
And he would literally die for Sonic.
What the fuck am I watching?
That's his ass, ain't it?
Why? I don't understand why you're running, not even Sonic's fast, but you're running, then you stop, and all I see is King Kong, King Kong. Like, what are you doing? Why do I have to stop my gameplay?
You see how much motion blur the running sections are? It's just fucking terrible. But no, that's my thing. My thing is just like, they have so many good concepts, but they want to keep up with the times so badly they don't want to hit that edgy spot. I feel like they already did it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shadow the Hedgehog came in, he was dead ass supposed to be like, the dark nigga for everybody. He dead ass is Zero, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Same background story and everything.
And what I don't understand is why do they always do that? Like, okay, Zero was supposed to die in X1 and stay dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is Shadow. Shadow's supposed to die and stay dead. Why would you introduce a character so cool? Why would you introduce a character that you could actually play as and have him die with all intentions of never returning to any future Sonic games?
They don't expect, it sounds stupid when you hear it out loud. They don't expect the characters to be loved as much as the original.
Yes. No. Because Mikey, niggas love Zero more than Mega Man.
Oh yeah, Zero's my favorite character compared to X. Absolutely.
Literally, when you look at X, it's like, yeah, he's the main character. It's cool. When you see Zero, that nigga pull up with a big ass motherfucking buster and the sword on the side. Yeah. It's a rap. But then like, oh shit, this nigga has a virus in him. He infected Sigma. Oh shit. Now he's infected. Put this nigga to sleep.
That's what made it so much better,
Put
though.
this
Like
nigga to sleep.
Zero had a whole story arc for himself.
No.
In that alone.
But that's my thing too. Is like Shadow literally was. Sonic was literally gonna go down the same path as Mega Man, but they realized like, hey, we're making these characters a lot more. We're putting too much love into these characters than we are Sonic. Sonic is dead ass Goku, literally. Like Sonic is literally like Sonic is like the default main character. He's Sonic the Hedgehog. When he comes in, he wins, right? But then it's like you introduce something like Shadow. Oh shit, who the fuck is this? Oh, this is Dr. Gerald's his number one creation. This is the ultimate life form. You find out Shadow is actually based off of the Hedgehog in the Chaos Ruins and shit from Sonic Adventure 1. And it's like, oh shit, like this nigga Shadow is like, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of like entity or some shit. Then you find out, oh, this nigga has like some type of like alien background and alien genes inside of him and shit. This nigga is supposed to be like the ultimate life form. And that's it.
I swear I thought that like, because you both paused, I thought that my screen froze. I was like, there's no way I'm having freezing issues again.
He gets his memories back. He works for Gun. He fights Mephiles. And after Sonic 06, it's back to being Sonic. And every other character that's not Tails gets put to the fucking side. Even Silver, the nigga that got introduced and put into every other form of media. When Sonic 06 came out, we got 2 Sonic rival games. We got like 2 Sonic Rider games.
Yep.
He was in the Black Knight as well. Silver was dead ass like the future Trunks. They wanted him to be the next guy for that. And it was kind of just like, y'all took his game away and just said, fuck him. Did the same thing to Blaze too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Blaze had a game. Wasn't it like Sonic and Blaze? Or Blaze and Sonic?
It was literally just Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventures, where you can
play
as
Blaze. That's right.
But other than like, after you beat those two, like those 2 games are dead ass it. And then in Sonic 06, they essentially kill her in Sonic 06.
Yikes.
And then if you like look at like Sonic Generations, they're all there. They just don't do anything. Even in Sonic Forces, when the world is ending, you don't see none of them fight. You can't root for Shadow the Hedgehog. The nigga's just like whatever. He's there and he's gone. It's like, bro, like I didn't get attached to these motherfuckers just for y'all to throw these niggas away. I get it. You're trying to find like a concrete formula for like Sonic games and shit, right? That we can like stick to and be on or whatever. But it's like, if you're gonna do that, the least you can do is like implement like a story. Something that we can sink our teeth in or some shit. Facts. The gameplay from Forces was already good. The boost mechanic was great. I did not like that the stage design was kind of ass.
Yeah, the level design was terrible.
The level design was fucking terrible. They were too short. Whenever it came to like certain drifting sections, there was no rails. But then like some of the controls were irresponsive and shit. Especially if you had like drifting Joy-Cons, it was a wrap for your bitch ass. We
just need a new Sonic Riders.
I think we should go back to the Sonic Heroes formula.
Sonic Heroes is great. Also add Sonic Riders.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they dropped I think 100% that Sonic racing game, that Sega All-Star racing game.
Yeah.
If they were to give us like a full Sonic racing game with like, instead of the actual automobiles, it's the air gears. Keep the same Mario Kart-esque item randomized.
Yeah. Because you guys were having a good time with that game.
Dude, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
That shit was good. If you give us literally all the Sonic characters, put them bitches on air gears, give us the same level design for them shits, give us the same items, you won't hear nothing from me. We here. But then it's like, oh shit, what are we gonna do for Sonic? You know, it's just. I look at a lot of like, it's just annoying because there's no reason why our mascots should be like struggling this hard that aren't Mario.
I think what they need to do, and you got to think about it too, because Mario also had its issues. And granted, all of the 3D games popped except the ones on Wii U, just like you mentioned. But then they came back out with Odyssey, and Odyssey is basically them redoing, you know, Sunshine or 64 or something like that. Like they went back to their original game. Like, all right, why was this game so good? Why did everyone love this game?
Why do people want this shit from us so badly?
And then they were like, let's make that but different story. So if Sonic were to take why was Heroes popularized, why did people like Adventure Battle 2, what reason made them click with these games? Okay, let's do exactly that and then give it a really good story. Boom, done. Or what they could do, and this is just the leak that's happening for Mario in particular, Sonic could literally just remaster all the old good shit, just like they did with Mania. It wasn't a remaster, but you know, it was a revisit to the past. Essentially, they could remaster 06, they could remaster Adventure 1 and 2, right? Fix a lot of the issues that were in there because now you're on big boy territory. You're in new gen consoles. It's way more powerful. You can do that, you know. And Mario is about to come out with, allegedly, Super Mario Sunshine remastered for the Switch, and we thought we were getting Thousand Year Door, but it's actually brand new Paper Mario game. So they could do that.
I'm kind of semi excited for.
I'm actually really excited for that one.
I've never played a Sonic.
I've played Color Splash, and to me, Color Splash wasn't bad, but I've never played Thousand Year Door. So everyone glorifies Thousand Year Door, and they hate the other games because of the sticker system and the card system and all that kind of stuff.
Which is the one on the Wii?
The one on the Wii is
that Super Paper Mario?
Maybe? No, maybe. I don't know. Thousand Year Door is the one on GameCube. So I don't know which one the Wii is on, or which one the Wii is.
Yeah, it was Super Paper Mario. I played that. Mario?
Okay.
That was really fun.
Okay.
I absolutely love Super Paper Mario.
But did you play Thousand Year Door?
I have not played Thousand Year Door.
That's why it was really fun to you. Someone explained it to me, and they were like, you like Color Splash because you've never played the original. So this new Paper Origami game. You never
played the good game. So
yeah, the good one.
That one
so
that's
something
that's kind of
right. It's the same concept that I have with people when they ask me like, oh man, I want to get into Persona, but should I play 3 and 4 and 1 and 2? And I'm like, if you play P5, you're never gonna touch 4, 3, and 2 ever again in your life. Like the gameplay changes, the mechanics of the game itself are so much better than the previous games that you will literally not play them for more than an hour. Like you're gonna touch P4 and be like, I don't want to play it anymore. This isn't 5. I can't do certain shit. I don't want to play it anymore. It's too hard or it's too tedious, whatever. You would much rather just watch the story. And that's how I feel about a lot of games. So it makes sense for, us to like the other games for Paper Mario because we've never played Thousand Year Door. But this new one.
Thousand Year's Door is basically a traditional RPG experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think the people said Thousand Year Door was supposed to be the sequel to Mario RPG. And maybe that's why they glorify it so much, because a lot of people still consider Mario RPG in their top 5 RPGs of all time. So that's saying something. But if they did this with Paper Origami, I'm in there all the way. I like the Paper Mario series. I really want Sunshine. I want them to announce a Sunshine. So if we don't get Odyssey 2, which I'm hoping we don't get Odyssey 2, I'm hoping they give us Sunshine in like October or November, something like that. Or not Odyssey, I'm in Sunshine, because I've never actually played Sunshine.
Second Odyssey.
I could see them doing Sunshine.
We're either getting Odyssey or what's the other one? Galaxy. We're probably getting Galaxy 3.
You think we're gonna get a Galaxy remaster?
No, we're gonna get the next Galaxy. We're gonna get Galaxy 3.
Really?
How
did Galaxy 2 end with Rosalina going off into the distance, right?
Didn't I thought she basically made an entirely new universe or some shit like that?
I didn't ever beat it. I always watch my cousins play it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how that ended, but I think it did leave room for another one.
Okay, I can see that.
But yeah, I think we may get Galaxy 3 or Odyssey 2. I don't see them going back, especially with the new news for Origami. I just really think that they're moving forward with Mario. They're not trying to do any remakes or remasters or anything like that. If they do, it'll probably be on the level of what are those other games? The new Super Mario Brothers type shits. Because I feel like that's just a lazy cash grab for them.
I could see it a little bit, just a little bit.
So yeah, I would definitely, if they were coming out with another like 3D Mario for the Switch, it'll definitely be something brand new. I'm actually excited for Origami. I watched the Game either the Game Explain or IGN review of the trailer, and they uncovered a lot of shit. They were uncovering shit about the hub world, what type of areas there were going to be. Obviously they're going to be the ice area, the area, and how those little ribbons are going to come together. And basically those ribbons, they speculated that the ribbons are actually going to be the bosses of those speculated areas. So like the purple is supposed to be the ice level, the red obviously the fire, the blue is going to be like the water, green's the forest, and the yellow is the sand. So apparently we're supposed to like follow those ribbons and get to like the end boss of those, and then cut the ribbon or have something's gonna be up with those ribbons. Okay. Which is super, super interesting. I like the way that they're going with that. And to see like Bowser, he's literally just a folded piece of paper the entire game. Love it.
You guys want to hear a cool concept?
What's that?
Mario's he's a simp first of all, but so the concept is that Mario's not saving Peach. He keeps like ruining her life because Peach keeps running. How do you think Peach and Bowser keep getting together? You don't get kidnapped that many times. Realistically, Peach is going to Bowser. Peach and Bowser are a thing, and Mario keeps cock blocking. He keeps ruining the shit. That's the cool concept.
He's not trying to see these humanoid Koopas,
the Koopalings. Bro. Yeah, the Koopalings. They call Peach mom. Why else do they call her mom?
I do too.
You said I do too.
Anyway.
There it is.
Do y'all want to do these questions and get this off?
Or? Yeah, we can do questions.
Yeah, we can do questions.
All right. What I got.
Got a cock in the Glock.
This is from Nathan. With the Sword and Shield expansion pass coming out next week or next month, what's the one thing you guys would like to see happen? I guess introducing new mons, forms, and story.
All right. Well, since I'm the only Pokemon player in this call, I'll be the one to answer that. So, Nathan, I want, which I'm not gonna get, by the way. I want an actual story out of the DLC. I want there to be a reason that we go to the Isle of Armor. I want the Isle of Armor to actually have content, substance, purpose, the things that we discussed earlier in this video or this podcast. I don't want it to just be like, oh, cool, come over and get your legendary Pokemon. Great. Catch all the other Pokemon that weren't available in the game now. Awesome. Go the fuck back to
that's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, like whatever region we came from, like just go back. Like that would be ass. I don't want that.
I think I'm more excited for Tundra.
Yeah, if they don't give us a story in Tundra, I'm snapping my game in half.
I'm gonna keep it a bigger chop. If they don't give us a story in Tundra, I'm gonna keep it a bigger chop. I'm clickbaiting everything Pokemon related. Everything having like 5 or 6 ads on there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not feeling it.
I'm ready for the next Let's Go game.
I want my 4th gen remake.
I want Let's Go Johto. I actually think Let's Go Johto will be fantastic. If we got Let's Go Johto this year, which theoretically we could, because if we're getting DLC, that means they're gonna run VGC 2021. At least that's their goal, is to run VGC 2021 on Sword and Shield. So we'll get another year of Sword and Shield. I either see Let's Go Johto coming out usual time, November, or they're gonna break it and they're gonna release Let's Go Johto next year, spring. That way that'll ride us out for the rest of the year while the VGC 2021 season is going, because everyone doesn't play VGC. So instead of giving us something for Christmas, they'll roll it around for the after tax seasons, but that'll last you for the rest of the year. That way they can fill in whatever kind of DLC or events they want to do.
I don't think they would go Johto. Like, that would be a mainline game to launch in November. I don't think that's a spring game. I would definitely say that they would give us the next Mystery Dungeons game.
I don't think we're getting a second Mystery Dungeon like right now.
I mean, it was a remake of the first one. So
yeah, but I don't think they're gonna just dump 2. They have enough time to do it, sure.
We got like
why
2 or
wouldn't
3
they?
years into the next Mystery Dungeon.
Well, what would they release? Because they usually do, like every couple years.
Well, think about it. Let's Go didn't count as a quote unquote main game.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
They said it was.
They said game. they admitted it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Yeah. So I'm thinking let's
game,
go.
Unfortunately.
Let's Go maybe at the end of this year.
If they add actual items to the game, like I don't even need EVs. Just either bring EVs or bring items and breeding. I need 2 or 3
for Let's Go.
Yeah, for Johto in particular, because that's when breeding was introduced.
Well, yeah.
You expecting competitive from a Let's Go game?
Well, yeah. The thing is, Let's Go is not bad. Like the meta or the battling in Let's Go is just a regular fucking Pokemon game. Like the concept of Let's Go is Pokemon, period. We just don't like it because we're not used to it. I mean, you, Nick, don't like it because it's not what we've been playing.
I compare like Let's Go to the actual mainline series.
I'm probably the only person that like Let's Go.
I love Let's Go.
I'm waiting for the next Let's Go because it was good. And the reason why
will I replay it now? No, but for the first time experience, it was really good.
I would replay it. If I had the time to sit down and replay that game, I would replay that game. I just don't have the time.
If I were to liken Let's Go to like a series, it would probably be like NBA Live compared to
2K?
NBA Street.
Oh shit, you said Street.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
okay.
NBA Live being the main Pokemon series, NBA Street would be the Let's Go series. So it's a more arcadey feel.
Yo.
Why are you laughing?
This nigga said I'll replay through it again if I have more time.
Bro, I would.
My nigga, you were playing Persona 5 Royal.
Dog, I ain't got no time.
Your ass right there, nigga.
Ain't got no time. Then after Royal,
right there. You are not missing out. Xenoblade is coming out.
I'm not buying Xenoblade Day 1. I've decided on that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get the Super Big Boy Edition. I would like to because the box is red, and I'm pretty sure the art book is red too. It'd be really cool to get, but I'm just not excited for Xenoblade 1 like I was 2. Like 2 blew me out of the water, and I still haven't even beaten 2. I'm 4 chapters away from beating 2. The game is too fucking big. Speaking of which, another open world game with an immersive world that isn't empty. Both games, in fact. Although Xenoblade 1 is just filled with fucking side quests. Apparently they diminished that. They fixed a lot of the issues with the side quests and you running around aimlessly in the game. So maybe that'll alleviate some things. But I'm not spending $60 day 1 for a game that I'm not going to play for another 4 to 5 months.
All right, we're getting off on a tangent. Next question.
What's one lesson or piece of advice that you all have learned or been given that will probably stick with you for the rest of your lives, and has it influenced the decisions you've made in your life since then?
Big yikes. Don't trust these hoes. No, that's not my advice.
That's exactly your advice.
Don't trust these hoes? I wouldn't go as far as that. I wouldn't say that verbatim.
I would.
I would probably say.
Not my advice.
No, okay. So I have a couple of things about advice or whatever. One, my motto.
No, what's one that you got?
That I got.
That,
Someone
that
told it to me?
that somebody told you that you have implemented in your life that you will probably keep for the remainder of your life.
Regret nothing with eyes wide open. I don't remember where I heard it from. It was very fucking young, but it's been my motto, like my ninja way. That has been my nindo since. If you do something knowingly, don't regret it. Like it's what it does is it keeps my mental in check for accepting the consequences that can happen with this action. So if I do something wrong or in this in society's case bad, right? If I go steal, I'm accepting the fact that I can't get caught, killed, go to prison, you know, whatever, right? Whereas on the opposite end of that, me cream pieing left and right, yeah, I'm accepting the fact that a baby can and will come out of this result. I regret nothing with eyes wide open. I got the advice, like I said, when I was younger, like early teens maybe, and it really clicked with me whenever I was with my bad girlfriend. I'm not gonna call her a bad girlfriend. When I was in my toxic relationship, that's when that nindo for me really clicked. Because there were a lot of things that she would do and then backdoor and apologize about. And I would think about it. And I was like, nah, you can't just apologize. You can't do something and then apologize about it and expect it to be okay. Like, that's not how that works. And then vice versa, I had to stick to that same code. You know, I can't slap her in the fucking face and then she's crying and I'm going to apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you a black eye. I can't believe you're bleeding. Like, no, I just shouldn't have hit her. Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So chill. I don't hit women. I do defend myself though, but I don't hit women.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Well, mine would simply be ask for help.
I really thought you were gonna say don't trust these hoes.
Oh. A lot of my life lessons came from my recent I guess depressive episode. I guess we could call it that. Because I don't have depression. I'm not like clinically diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in a depressive state over, I would dare say, from 2016 to 2018. But I got out of it by asking for help. And here we are today. Ask for help, ladies and gentlemen. It's way better to receive help than to wallow in your sorrows. It does help.
Well, I guess mine. Hold on. Let me grab this. Impossible is just a word to let people feel good about themselves when they quit something.
What?
Impossible, the word impossible, is just a word to let people feel good about themselves when they quit something.
Huh. Okay. I like that.
That's great.
I got that from Skies of Arcadia, I think.
It's a great game.
I did. And it's one of the Vice quotes that you get like really early in the game. And I think at the time I was like, maybe 7 years old when I first read that. And it always kind of resonated with me because it was kind of just like every time I kind of quit something, kind of like, or was on the verge of quitting something and or like borderline wanting to like give up on something. It was kind of just like a motivator where it was like, anything's possible. You know, you just gotta just stick to it, 10 toes down, and just keep it pushing. And it was kind of just like, shit, nigga, fuck it, we here.
I vibe with that sauce.
So I mean, that's what.
Mikey, stop! You made that face for, bro.
You just talk, and it's just like, what this nigga say?
Look here, man. I don't need your criticism. All right.
Well, I guess that's it for this, everybody.
All right, that was a good session.
That was long, dude.
Of course.
It was.
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Damn, I forgot to do the right intro. Leave a like. Rate the podcast.
Follow
everybody on Twitter. Links in the description section below. Follow everybody's YouTubes and everything on social media. We will come back in the next 2 weeks. We'll talk to you guys when we do, and hopefully, some stuff happens. We kind of just freeballed this episode. I like that shit though. That shit was kind of fire.
I'm hungry as fuck. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Same.
But I'm just hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
Peace.
It's time. Shut up, nigga.